Hello. In this video, we'll look at a feature update of the Raspberry Pi Imager that allows us to specify a variety of options within the Imager tool, such as enabling SSH and setting a password for it, as well as configuring Wi-Fi network settings. Let's get started. Download and install the latest Raspberry Pi Imager. I'll put a link in the description to that. I'm using version 1.6.2. When you run the Imager application on Windows, press Ctrl-Shift-X. This will open a dialog box where the advanced options can be set. You can see there's image customization options for this session only or to always use. I'm going to leave it for this session only. I'll start off by enabling SSH. It wants us to set a password for the Pi user, so I'll go ahead and type in a password. We can configure Wi-Fi. You'd put in your Wi-Fi SSID, whatever that might be, and put in your password. Specify the Wi-Fi country. Now if you click the drop down, there's an incredibly long list, and I'm having a hard time actually being able to scroll fast. So what I found is you can just type in we can also set locale settings. So I'm on the Chicago time zone. Keyboard layout, we'll leave it US. And then once we're done, we click on Save. I'll go ahead and choose an OS. And again, I prefer the Raspberry Pi OS full. Choose the storage location. And then click on Write. All data is going to be erased. Are you sure you want to continue? I'll click on Yes. And we'll go ahead and let this finish up. Now that the write is complete, we'll just go ahead and click on Continue. And we can close the Raspberry Pi Imager application. Let's take a look at the file system and see what file actually got created. If we go to Boot and then open up firstrun.sh, you'll see here where we set the password for the Raspberry Pi user. Here's where we enable SSH. Here's where our Wi-Fi settings get set up. And you can see here where we set the time zone. We'll go ahead and close this file, and then we can close this Explorer window. At this point, our SD card is configured and ready for a headless setup. All the networks are specified, SSH is ready to go. Our Raspberry Pi user password has been reset, so we're all set to go in a headless setup. Thank you very much for watching. Stay creative.